What up, though? What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It is Wednesday, hump day. Well, not the best day of the week, but it's a good day because we are live. Uh, Another edition of Dunk on the Man Show. I am your host, Aaron Duncan, brought to you by Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk, the channel where we might not tell you what you want to hear, but we're gonna tell you what you need to hear. Okay? And today, got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. It's a lot of things that happen in the news. A lot of things that happen in there. Nothing major, but just a few things that we could talk about just to float around and bring up. So I ain't gonna be before you too long. Famous words of every South Baptist preacher, or no free advertisement. Sorry, I had to sip some lemonade. That's it for that. But I'm not gonna be before you long because I got stuff to do too. You know, it's Wednesday is date night for me. Stay at home date night. Me and the missus watch our shows. All the guilty pleasures that I probably won't tell y'all about. That I be tweeting off my burner account. I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't admit that none of this, some of all the stuff I watch, some of the stuff is crazy. So there's a lot of stuff I don't care, but I have just as strong opinions on those shows as I do on these sports and this football team that we be talking about. So it's one of my guilty pleasures on date night. But nevertheless, no more rabbit trails. Let's go ahead and get into it. What up, David Collins? What up, though? Give the video a thumbs up if you have not. Por favor, Roy Allen in this thing. What up, though? Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, man. Say, man. What up, though? AC, I just finished Pro Bowl voting. I voted for Shaq, Hassan, Brian, Frankie, Dante, Zane, Stephon, CMC, and DJ. Anyway, what up, though? What's going on, Ace? Good job, bro. Now do it again tomorrow. We got to keep it going. I'm tired of getting snubbed. I'm tired of our favorite Panthers that deserve to get into the Pro Bowl getting snubbed. Like Brian Burns got snubbed last year for Chase Young. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Brian Burns got snubbed for Chase Young? He had better numbers, but Chase Young had the media hype. And Brian Burns not having a good year this year as he did last year. However, we got other people that can get in, like Shaq. Definitely needs to get in. I dropped a video on Shaq today. If you have not seen it, go check it out. A film breakdown. Check it out after this. Don't leave here. This is a long one. Get you some popcorn. Get you a notepad. Take notes. Do what you want to do. I broke it down talking about Shaq Thompson. Pretty good video. Put a lot of work into it. Shaq balled out against the Cardinals. Go check it out after this. Every so often, I like to flex my football knowledge muscles. So that's why I like doing the film breakdowns. It is fun and games, and tonight is a good night. Who else in here? Lucas Weber, that is. What up, though? We got two Lucases on the channel. Trap Set. What up, though? Yeah, RP to Dolph, man. What up, though, Will? What up, Corey? RP to Dolph, man. Dang. Like, you want to know how, like, this was one of the ones that it spread so fast because it got confirmed so quickly. There were so many like people on the scene, like it spread, like people were verifying it. The law enforcement verified it right away. The news verified it. Like people on social media verified it. And like once it literally took 5 minutes from when I heard the rumor, and then it came out that it was true. Like it took me off guard, and I'm not even gonna front and say I was like one of a huge Dolph fan that just listened to all his mixtapes and stuff, or I've been listening to him from day one. But I definitely listened to Dolph. Not very popular, very dope dude. Doing big things in the community, killed in his own community, supporting the business that he had just shouted out last week. That cookie place he got shot at, he was promoting it last week. They had like a video on their Instagram of Dolph talking about it. Ace said he lives in Memphis. You got anything that we ain't heard yet? But how's the mood out there? I heard it was more shootings. After they said, let me know if it's true or not. They talked about Gotti, something around Gotti getting shot up. Not him, but like somewhere he was at getting shot up. young black youngster's mom, grandma's house got shot up. So apparently it's talking retaliations. Then people don't know that, don't have answers for why or whatever it is, but it's still a sad situation, man. Like this rap stuff is real. Like people rap about the type of stuff that like they talk about stuff they don't do all the time. There are a lot of phony rappers, but a lot of times some of these dudes really be from the streets or live in the streets and either can't get out, don't get out, whatever the situation may be. That's not always the case, but that's what happened here. I'm just saying, like, we don't know all the details yet. We don't know who or why, but just praying for everybody, man. The family. He's a father. Well, I guess I'm not sure what their situation is, but he has the mother of his child. They were together. Obviously, he's a son, a brother, probably uncle. Um, Ace said he live in the good part of town. Well, you still you closer to Memphis than I am, so you would know more than me. So it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter where you at. You closer than me. You know what I'm saying? So you would know. You would know better than me. But yeah, man, it's a sad situation, man. Praying for everybody involved. Thoughts and prayers to everybody, the family members, obviously. Praying for peace and answers, and justice, whatever. Justice also, not whatever. Justice also, just yeah, man. Keep him in thoughts and prayers. But let's change gears a little bit. Let's go ahead and talk about this Pro Bowl voting because Pro Bowl voting opened up this week, today, I guess. I'm assuming. I just saw a bunch of hashtags on my timeline this morning, so I just said, okay, it's time to vote for Pro Bowls. I always retweet. If I see it come past my timeline, I'm retweeting it. Like literally, that's what I do. Because I'm trying to get these Panthers players votes. So whenever I see it, I'm I'm retweeting. I'm voting myself. I'm putting hashtags when I can. I'm doing it, man. I'm putting in the work, trying to at least. Who knows if it's off or not, but you gotta support your people. You know what I'm saying? Gotta support your people. Trying to get some of these Panthers in this year, because for real, there's a lot of people that deserve it on the defense. Not a lot, but I guess there's definitely some people. Like the construction of our defense is so like funny because we have so many pieces and moving parts that were just added that have been out in our bag and or out now. So like so many different people have had to step up. Obviously, Hassan Reddick has played at a Pro Bowl caliber level all season from Jump Street, the biggest bargain in the NFL. He's only making $6 million, but not for long. This man will be getting broke the hell off. No cap. Hassan Reddick will get paid. Panthers gonna have some tough decisions to make because they got Hassan Reddick. You got to pay money to some of the most highest paid positions in the league. Outside of quarterback and left tackle, corner and pass rusher, not even outside of left tackle. Left tackle get money, but a good pass rusher, they getting $20 million now. So you got to pay. I mean, obviously Hassan's not gonna get 20. Let's be clear. He's had two double digits. He's not getting $20 million. You know what I'm saying? But he will get paid. We can talk about that at a later date, probably in a bye week. I can't wait to drop a video on that. So a lot of time to self scout, but yeah, we got to get Hassan in the Pro Bowl. This man's closing in on double. He's a half a sack away from double digit sacks. He's 5.5 sacks away from tying the Panthers team record. He's 6 total away from breaking that record. Dante Jackson has played well. Pro Bowl level, I don't know. Not enough to argue with some of the other guys because the race is always tight. So we'll see. But Shaq Thompson has definitely played at a Pro Bowl level. That may be my next jersey purchase, no cap. Either that or Chin. I'm waiting. But it most likely may be Shaq. I had Chin in front of Shaq, but Shaq is becoming my favorite player on the team, bro. He is becoming my favorite player on the team. I don't really have favorites. Obviously, I like Cam. Cam is back. But Cam just now came back. Okay? He was always going to be my favorite. That doesn't count. But my favorite player outside of Cam is Shaq Thompson. Good luck. Dude, Shaq is balling. Balling. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. Okay? Corey said from a Panthers fan perspective, he would vote for Hassan and Shaq, but that's it. And that's fair. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? That's fair. Corey, what up, though? Dante versus Terry. We're gonna talk about, come on, man. I got the football team preview video coming. Probably tomorrow. We'll see. Depends what time I get up in the morning. I may drop a video, work on it, drop it in the afternoon, around lunchtime. I did drop the one I dropped today. It did pretty decent for the time. But whatever. Okay, let's get Pro Bowl voting though. Like, make sure you do it. No matter who. You don't have to vote for Panthers. That's just what I'm doing. Vote for your favorite people. Get them in. It's fun. It's pretty much just a big talking point. Like, with these lists and rankings and stuff, they do this for the media to drive up the narrative. The NBA and the NFL put these teams up to it. The NBA 75 list, that drove so much conversation about who got left off. Anytime there's a list, somebody's getting snubbed. Whether it's All-Pro, Pro Bowl, or All-NBA, whatever, everybody can't make it. Everybody can't make it. Top 100, everybody can't make it. They do this stuff just to strum up drama. Strum up drama. Because the Pro Bowl results come out during the season just to keep things stirred up some more. NFL 100 comes out right before the season. This NBA 75 thing came out right before the season. They do this stuff on purpose. The NBA pushes this stuff, or the NFL pushes this stuff. It's for the players, by the players. But it was your idea. Okay. For the players, by the players, but it was the league's idea. Y'all are doing this on purpose to create. People going to argue. And there was a list somebody's going to be in their feelings. Media is going to make a big deal out of it. Fans going to hoop and holler. You see, I'm still talking about Brian Burns and Chase Young from last year. It's the stir up conversation, man. So you got to understand what this stuff is about, the bigger picture when it comes to the media and this type of stuff that happens and what's really going on. Not a huge deal, but it's just, you got to always think about why the NFL does this and how they continue to stay relevant and strum of drama and news and headlines and stuff like that. It's a soap opera, man. The NFL is a crazy soap opera. But yeah, vote for your people. Let's keep it pushing. Pushing. So I heard some rumors about this expansion team was discussed for going to Canada at the owners meeting. And the owners meeting was what, 2 weeks ago or so? 2 or 3 weeks probably. Times be flying. It's all kind of stuff in the NFL that happens. Probably about 3 weeks ago. Right? So the owners meeting, they be floating all kind of rules. That's where that BS pass interference rule came that Sean Payton and them proposed. Reviewing that, whatever. That's why they push all these new rules and stuff like that, like pushing the extra point back and roughing the passer and what do they want to emphasize, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So what came up is floating the idea of expanding the league. Now, we talked about this, the power of the NFL in general. They have 32 teams. They have not expanded since the Houston Texans. They have not expanded since the Houston Texans. I don't even know what year that was, but it's been a minute. But we have had teams move. San Diego moved. St. Louis moved. Who else moved? Is that it? I think so. In Vegas, of course. Sorry. I guess I'll call them Oakland since they were Oakland when they moved. Yeah, Sean Payton annoys me too. However, expansion team. Canada has been getting floated around. So, a couple things about this. Canada is taking over. I mean, not even just like on some. I really don't care, but like, they are expanding. They're tapping into pro sports more. Like, they got a championship with the Raptors. Drake has been a big part of being an ambassador. I mean, it's his title with the Raptors, but being an ambassador for the whole country and especially city of Toronto, to like America. Obviously, Drake is one of the most popular artists in the world. if not the most popular artist in the world. But it's been a lot. They're trying to get a WNBA team. They already got baseball and basketball, of course, and hockey, but they're expanding. Now, the logistics is what I'm concerned about. The logistics. So if they add one to Canada, would they add another team too? Would they add two? Or would they wait a couple of years? Probably. Is that how they typically do? Is the rule like one at a time? But we know London has been getting floated around, no pun intended, as it being across the pond. Everybody's saying the Jags play so many games that they might as well just move there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But logistics is always the concern of having a team outside of the country. Some people are saying put a team in London. Some people say Canada. Some people say put it in Mexico. Some people say put it back in St. Louis. But we looked at them attendance numbers, and y'all not getting us no more. Y'all getting that XFL team back probably, but they're not giving y'all no football team no time soon. Y'all had y'all chance, but y'all better get that money when y'all sue the Rams though. That's another topic for another day. But however, expansions can be messy. The logistics of going through customs with all those people associated with that team, because imagine playing for Toronto and going through customs that much on the regular. Appreciate the catch. Texans came in 2002. Michael Ayer says. Panthers said they got to make it an even number of teams. Yeah, so it will be two. It's just the logistics. Going through customs sucks. When's the last time you left the country? Going through customs in Atlanta, it's such a long walk. It's so much walking. I'm always packed because if I'm going out of the country, I'm staying for days. So my bag is always stupid packed and heavy. Oh man, I've had some bad experiences going through customs just because of fatigue. Just because of fatigue, feeling like I'm about to have a heat stroke. It, I could. It's a lot. It's a lot. I could not play for a team in Toronto. I couldn't. I could not. But we'll see if they can make it work it out. See if they possibly talk about doing that later down the line. Obviously, these are just rumors that came out. Nothing permanent, but it's fun to think about. But until then, they're just gonna make this bread in London. They're just gonna keep making that bread in London. The Jazz gonna keep doing that, building their fan base. So whenever they do move, they'll be ready. Because the Jacksonville games shall be empty. Okay, but we'll see what happens on that tip. Um, so Monday Night Football. The Los Angeles Rams, obviously, they made a trade for Matthew Stafford in the offseason involving Jared Goff, some other stuff. Goff went to Detroit. Stafford went to LA. Rams started off hot. They started off very hot. They have stacked the deck with players. Aaron Donald, um, Jalen Ramsey. They added, they just added Von Miller, who got pancaked by George Kittle on national television. They got a lot of guys, man. And they just picked up OBJ recently. Obviously, OBJ chose them. It was not a trade. OBJ chose them. Now, the motives of OBJ choosing them, debatable. But we'll talk about why did OBJ choose this team anyway. Because obviously they're trying to go for it all, so they don't mind getting people. But OBJ wants to be close to his old lady. Fair motivation. However, you are rich. I mean, obviously nobody wants to play in Green Bay because it's cold as dirt. And you can't go to Tampa. You might not see the field in Tampa. As deep as they are at receiver Odell, you may not see the field in Tampa. I mean, you would, but like you ain't gonna see the ball. I take a lot of them receivers over Odell right now. Godwin, AB, Mike Evans, I'm all taking over Odell at this point. Odell is good, but I would put him close, if not a notch lower than Godwin's level, because of the benefit of doubt of the talent. But we still got to see OBJ healthy. and doing it consistently. Could have went to a better quarterback. Could have went to Kansas City. Kansas City is not that bad. Don't get that cold. Not a cool place to live, I don't think. However, quarterback, obviously Patrick Mahomes, young core team, like great coach Andy Reid, who's gonna know how to get you the ball. They have a lot of weapons, but everybody eats. Um, at worst, you could be Sammy Watkins. Didn't take that. Didn't take that. He chose to do LA. Now on paper, it came just in time for the Rams because they lost Robert Woods in a Friday practice to an ACL injury. So they thought OBJ was going to step right in and be that number 1/2 guy to go along with Cooper Kupp. Didn't work out that way on Monday. They played him for the first time on Monday. Things didn't go well. Matthew Stafford threw a pick trying to force it to Odell. Odell did lay that dude out, but it was a forced bad throw by Matthew Stafford. They got embarrassed. They flat out got embarrassed by the 49ers out of nowhere. They were 7-2 at the time, and the 49ers were what, 3-5, 3-6 at the time. They embarrassed them. I mean, granted, it's a division game. The NFL has been crazy this year anyway, but it was bad. Matthew Stafford threw multiple interceptions on national primetime television for the second week in a row. Did it last week against the Titans. Matthew Stafford looking real overrated like we thought. They started off hot, and we thought him and McVay were best homeboys, whatever you want to call it. It was on vacation when they signed him or whatever, something like that. And he shunned the Panthers because he wanted to go play with his homie. Whatever. They're supposed to be like this, son. But it's not working out. And it looked like what happened was, obviously, we know the bad blood from Cleveland with his dad talking trash on Instagram about Baker not getting him the ball, whatever. But Troy Aikman went on TV, Super Bowl winning Troy Aikman, went on TV or radio, whatever you want to call it, and basically tried to throw shade and blame Odell for Matthew Stafford struggling. Even though Odell had really only been on the team for 72 hours. The man signed on what, Thursday, Friday, and played on Monday. And his reasoning was like, oh, when you have a player like that of that caliber, you feel as a quarterback, it puts pressure on you. You feel like you have to give him the ball and you don't completely scan the field. Really? Really? That's his fault. Matthew Stafford played with Megatron. What do you mean when you have a good player? Sometimes you be he played with Megatron. He has plenty of experience playing with big time receivers that it's easy to get locked into on. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to hear that. And they be like, Odell is such an easy target. Guys like Odell. I mean, I'm not even a huge Odell fan, but guys like Odell and Cam and stuff like that. Those guys, because of their personality, because they're so unique, because they really do what they want to do. Everybody doesn't really agree with their actions all the time. They catch a lot of flack for everything they do. Everything they do. Now, I don't know Odell. I don't know Cam personally. But Cam seems to be a pretty decent dude. I'm a big fan. I don't know Odell like that. He do some wild stuff, but I don't know him like that to be able to say one thing or another about him. So I don't know. But these dudes just catch a lot of flack. They're misunderstood to an extent. They're misunderstood. But regardless, he's an easy target. They blame it on him. Like, this man's been here a few days. Y'all got smacked. How was it his fault? How was it his fault? What up, though, Tyree? But the main issue here is, why do we continue to coddle these bad quarterbacks? Not necessarily bad. Stafford's not bad. He's just either overrated or underachieving. One of the two. A little bit of both. Probably. But they coddle these dudes. They coddle Sam Darnold. All we've seen is bad football from Sam Darnold. Why do we think we were going to turn it around? Why do you have to coddle his confidence? Matt Stafford's been in the league for forever. In Detroit, ain't win squat. Went to the playoffs, once, twice. Was good on Thanksgiving Day. Played with Megatron, but he ain't win squat. Did not win squat. So how has he earned the cachet to be blameless for his own bad play? How? How? Somebody explain to me. What has he accomplished? What cachet, what clout, whatever you want to call it. What has he earned and built up to be able to get that kind of benefit of the doubt, to be coddled and protected? Hello? Maybe I'm missing something. Just let me know. Whenever you find, let me know. Help a brother out, okay? Retribution Brown. What up, though? Yep. Roy said he's about to say Sam too. See? He said we glad we didn't trade for Stafford. I mean, we'd have to give up too much, and if he was gonna be acting like this, I mean, honestly, Stafford may have been decent on our team right now. Just not a fan of Stafford, but honestly, thinking of Matthew Stafford on this squad with these weapons, have we been had him? I mean, Cam is cool because we wanted him back the whole time anyway. But I'm just thinking like any competent quarterback would have did things with this type of roster. A defense is not going to give up a ton of points. Offense with great wide receivers, best running back in the game, and an improving offensive line, dare I say. Like, dude, this is not a bad situation, but I wasn't a huge Stafford fan anyway. I think we would have overpaid to get him. So I think that it was a good thing that we didn't do it. I would overpay for Deshaun Watson before I overpay for Matthew Stafford on like a neutral playing field, like no pending charges and all this BS. But like the asking price for Deshaun Watson was getting out of hand. But you can understand. Trading 2 first-round picks for Matthew Stafford, I just can't justify that in my head. I can't. I mean, not saying the Panthers were going to do that, but I think the Rams did that, correct? Was it 2 first-rounders? Some of these teams just got it. I mean, they spend them picks like they're going out of style, boy. Says Los Angeles fans. I appreciate it, man. Give me the like. Chris 2030, what up, though? Where did this elbow cough thing come from? I mean, I understand it's dab, but who started that? You the second person that's been doing that. Unless you got a burner. Justin Harvey, what up, though? Alec Ovine said the Pro Bowl is whack because they ain't got enough categories. Yeah, that's crazy. NFL is so like out of touch. That's what the Pro Bowl is a joke. It's a joke. See, they already doing stuff to make us talk about it. That's what I talked about earlier. They do stuff to make you talk about it. Justin Harvey, what up, though? I ain't heard said that. Wes Chapman, what up, though? What does the elbow cough mean? Don't just laugh. 3 first, 2 seconds for Watson. If Watson not gonna miss no time, yes. I don't care. Tyree says, he tripping or is the Panthers secondary the best in the league? Yeah. The corner depth is stupid. The corner depth is stupid. Super can't ask, am I going to the game? Yes, I will be going to the game. Yeah, the dab is there. You know, Cam not dabbing. Cam not dabbing. We'll see what he does. I'm sure he'll come up with something. Sure he comes up with something. I will be going to the game on Sunday, though. Yes, sir. I can't miss this. I'm about to be so busy for like the next week. It's going to be crazy. Do I think we'll win 3 more games? Yes. These next 2 and the Saints at least. I already predicted us sweeping the Saints earlier this year. We can go ahead and sweep the Falcons too. And then Miami, I think we're going to win. So that's 4 actually. So at least 3. I'm hoping for. We're going to need 4 to get in the playoffs. But speaking of Matthew Stafford, y'all heard about his wife? Y'all heard about his wife throwing that pretzel? His wife threw his wife threw a pretzel at a fan. It was that was in San Francisco on Monday. His wife got mad. She was getting trash talked to her, so she threw trash back. She threw a pretzel. So thankfully it was soft. Thankfully it was a soft pretzel. There wasn't any cheese behind it. But the emotions got the best of her. She threw a pretzel. Now I can't confirm any details of what brand of pretzel that she threw at a fan, but she got called out on Instagram. She got called out on Instagram and she apologized. She said she pretty much blacked out. She said she don't know who she is, but maybe that's because we didn't know anything about her because she was in Detroit. Maybe she could be as like crazy as Patrick Mahomes' wife and his family are. His wife and his family are like crazy. Mainly his wife and his brother and his mom. The dad pretty much stay out the way. But that family is wild, man. Wow. But maybe we just never heard about Matthew Stafford's wife because they're not good. Matthew Stafford's not good. The teams he's on aren't good. Just saying. Nevertheless, don't throw pretzels. Especially if it's Auntie Anne's. Or at least give me a heads up if you're going to throw the Auntie Anne's pretzel because I will catch it. Okay, Auntie Anne's is... I love Auntie Anne's. You don't throw that. That's just disrespectful. To the pretzel and to the person you throwing it at. But she apologized on Instagram. She pretty much, like I said, she pretty much said she blacked out. A fan called her out in her comments. And she pretty much apologized, saying she blacked out. I mean, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes people just push you too far. You have to throw a pretzel at somebody. I just imagine a moment like when it happened. Like, what was the context? Did she like just get back from like the concession stand, and as soon as she got to her seat, somebody was talking trash. She just had a fresh pretzel and threw it at him. Like, what happened? Did she find it on the ground? Was she just looking for something? And did she didn't want to throw a drink, so she just threw a pretzel? Like, do I think JC comes back for the playoffs? We'll see. Yeah, I'm trying to tailgate too, Tyree. Yeah, we got to draft all O line if we're gonna do anything. Yeah, Sherman was the 5th round pick. Um, Juice World said she ain't get no cheese on nobody. Yeah, Ace. Yeah, we got a lot of people that are like underrated players, so it's gonna have to be some crazy stuff that happens. What up, though, Tim Estes? But yeah, that's what happens when you don't have a lot of uh, calorie space, salary cap space. Good lord, I can't talk. When you don't have a lot of salary cap space, you have to take some risk on upside. That's why you sign Cam Irving and Pat Elfine, and you get Hassan Reddick on a 1-year deal, or you take a Morgan Fox or Daquan Jones. These guys have 1-year deals. You got to take some risks, bank on the upside. He's about to keep yawning. Sam Darnold was a risk. It was playing C or D. Yeah, C. Watson, Stafford. I guess we'll take Darnold. And the draft was playing D. But yeah, you gotta take those risks. Get people on cheap deals, proven deals. Last year was unique because of COVID. Obviously, I think Hassan's gonna stay here. They could put if he's gonna get numbers like this, put some incentives in that thing. Keep that cap hit low. Put some incentives in that thing. Okay? Let that money kick in on the back end. You heard me? Restructure Shaq. Yeah, Keith Taylor, I think he's gonna I think Keith Taylor may get traded. I really think Keith Taylor could get traded. As good as he's playing, Keith Taylor could get traded. And I know it may be silly because he's young, has great size, he's playing well, never had too many corners. But think about it. I think Matt Rule loves Dante Jackson. Can we afford him? We'll see. You got to keep Gilmore, in my opinion. You don't make a trade for him just to not sign him. You got to keep Gilmore. So give him 14 and keep it moving. Give him 14 per year for 2 years with a third year option out, I guess. Put out a guaranteed money up front. You know what I'm saying? So, but Dante, what is Dante going? 10, 11, 12? 12 get it done? 12? Can you get more than Gilmore? Maybe you get more money on the back end, but what do you give Dante? But at the same time, you just made a trade for CJ Henderson. You like what he's doing. He may have been a little disappointing because of health, but he's played solid. Hasn't really been tested a ton, but he's played solid. Still has a long way to go when it comes to growth and time. He's still super young. You drafted J.C. Horn. There's literally three corners that are starting caliber right there. Boye is gonna walk. Hate to say it, he's playing great ball, but he's gonna walk. I mean, Keith Taylor's your fourth. You could keep Boye. He's a vet and get him for cheap. But you got Hartsfield. You got all kind of nickels and corners already. Like, so we'll see. If anybody gonna take a team friendly deal, well, I guess it could be Gilmore. Gilmore done made a lot of bread. And yeah, you're right. Alec Over sometimes how far you get influences if you get a hometown because they may want to come back and run it back. Good point. Does Boye have another year? I'm not sure. Somebody look it up. Does AJ Boye have another year on his deal? I thought it was a 1 year deal. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Nevertheless, we got a lot of corners. Yeah, 28 million over 2 years is what they're saying. They're saying 2 year, $14 million. According to Spot Track, I think. So we'll see how they balance everything out. All right, so last but not least, we're gonna talk about Cam Newton. We're talking about Cam Newton. Obviously, Cam Newton, we talked about the news of him returning to Carolina. The prodigal son has returned. Okay, so Boye has 1 more year. Dang. Dang, we stupid deep. They may trade Boye for real then. They floated a rumor. They may trade him for real. So Boye could get traded. I thought he was gone. Maybe they keep Taylor. He's cheap. He was only a fifth round pick. You got him on a rookie deal for another 3 years. Juice World said the window starts around here. We in the end game. Dude, I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see us get. I'm ready to play some good teams. See how good we actually really are. How good Cam does building it up. I want to get these wins one by one, but I'm ready to see us in action to see what we're really capable of. I'm excited. But Cam Newton has returned. A lot of people don't get second chances, man. Why not us, Tyree? Why not? It's gonna be anybody. Why not us? You know what I'm saying? Why not us? Okay. But I don't know, man. I feel good. I don't want to be too optimistic and be over optimistic. So I want to see us get tested. But I feel good. Who would I compare Keith Taylor to? I don't know. He's got a lot. Who was his pro comp? He's got a lot of length. He moves pretty well. His ball skills aren't the best. Awareness could use some work, but he's very technically sound when it comes to like his back pedal and transit. Like he's very smooth, good against big body receivers for sure. Um, obviously that's what you get him for. Richard Fair is right. They better take the O line serious. Sam Darnold made Joe Brady look bad. That's the answer to that question. But Cam Newton, Cam Newton, he not many people get second chances, man. Not many don't get chances to try to make things right. I guess is the right word to use, the phrase to use. I don't know, but it's crazy. Last week was like a scripted story. 2 touchdowns, 2 plays. The week Cam Newton returns, hasn't played since preseason. Return to Carolina, squashing the beef, getting back right, being all in. Like if this ends, if we were to win the Super Bowl, knock on wood, got to do that. This would be the greatest, one of the greatest sports stories of all time. Literally one of the greatest sports stories of all time, if not the greatest. You know what I'm saying? If he pull it off. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves because we haven't seen Cam as a full-time starter in this offense. Yes, the 2 plays were good, but it was only 9 plays total in the game. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves. I've said that the bar is just us not turning the ball over. If we actually do something on offense based off of what the defense helps out with, we could be something like what we did to Arizona every week. Granted, I would expect if Kyler played, it would have been a little bit closer, but that was domination. Their defense was healthy. That was domination with a backup quarterback. And Cam Newton basically being Taysom Hill. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So the defense was just all balanced. It's hard to stop. Yeah, I know they didn't know what to expect because the Cam's just getting there. But it's hard. It's going to be hard to stop regardless if you use Cam like you're supposed to. Now, Josh McDaniel's system, I don't know how much college connection he has, but clearly Joe Brady, he has a lot more RPOs, read options, stuff like that. So I'm excited to see it. I can't wait for Sunday. I gotta be at the game for the atmosphere, but I'm gonna try to record as much as possible because stuff happens so fast when you're in the moment and at games. I probably won't remember anything. I can't watch the game as good as I like to when I'm watching it on TV and analyze and break it down. Y'all are saying that Joe Brady's offense suits Cam. Um, Questions about the offensive line. Me too. But they've been improving, bro. They actually didn't play bad against the Patriots last week, and the Patriots have a good defense. The Cardinals have a good defense. Granted, we're running the ball now. I know last week was a different story. Obviously, that was Darnold, but 2 of the last 3 games, we have run the ball very well. Christian McCaffrey's back. Our defense is so elite, it just don't take that much on offense. That's the thing. We don't have to blow the doors off of anything. Just don't turn the ball over and score points in the red zone, and we will literally be okay. Like, that's literally what we did his MVP season. I mean, obviously he did it at a high level, and there was games that the defense didn't always show up. And the numbers say that this defense is producing better than that one. Not from a turnover perspective, obviously, because we were unreal when it came to turnovers, but what we did, got turnovers, defense was great, ran the ball, scored in the red zone. Yeah, Pat Elflein actually turns into the answer at center. Like, we will be in such great shape. That will take him going from being trash at guard to solving our center problems for the rest of the season and the future. Like, the upside of Pat Elflein actually working out at center is tremendous because Paradis is going to be a free agent. And this is his second injury since you picked him up. I mean, you've had him, 2 or 3 years? So, I mean, you're doing that would be beautiful. The upside, oh my goodness, I hope it works out. But he played well at center this past game. Now he's gonna have his hands full this Sunday against one of the best D-lines in the league, period, even though Sweat and Young are out. But Jonathan Allen inside and Payne these dudes are scary good. Like, it's not even funny. They're scary good. So Pat Elflein is gonna get a test for sure this Sunday. For sure. So we'll see what happens there. Somebody said, well, the Falcons get blown out against the Patriots. I don't know. Yeah, I think we match up pretty decent against the Bills. Yeah, Tyree said he thinks Joe Brady gonna have a different play. I'm sure they're gonna keep adding stuff as Cam picks up the system and gets more comfortable. They can add more stuff to the playbook. I feel like Matt Rule mentioned something about the bye week too, about trying to pretty much stay afloat with both quarterbacks to the bye week, get Cam up to speed, and that back run, let's get money. Basically making these 3 games a preseason for Cam. But we'll see how they do it. We'll see how they do it. If they do a 2 quarterback system, they just stick with Cam. But this could be one of the greatest redemption stories of all time. If we were to win the Super Bowl. All time. Like, the best through quarterback of all time, who's known for not jumping on football in the Super Bowl, people questioning him, calling him selfish. Accepts, does not end up being petty to the organization that did him dirty after getting cut by the Patriots, his former team, and being on the streets. Coming back in the back end with the team that finally put it together and brought him in and gave him a chance to right the wrong and bring a Super Bowl to the Carolinas. That is a story for the ages. I'm going to write it and do a video on it. I'm going to do a video on it. It is 30 for 30 type story, for real. For real, for real. But Cam, his mentality just seems great. The work ethic, he got that smile on his face. You can see the effect on everybody on the team. Cam Newton is good for the economy. Ticket sales went up tremendously. Merchandise sales are going to go up tremendously. The media finally has something to talk about, somebody to hate on. The media love Cam Newton because he always gives you something to talk about and criticize if you don't like him. He's an easy target. I told you about guys like him and Odell, but they're easy targets. So they always give the media something to talk about because somebody dislikes them. But Cam said last week, and Juice WRLD asked about it. Juice WRLD said, what did he mean by eating cereal? He just basically saying that he was at home. On Sunday, he wasn't on the team playing football. He was at home eating cereal like a regular person. He was a civilian, being a dad. All them kids, that took up a lot of your time. He was just a regular dude for most of the season. So he was eating a bowl of cereal just like us. Now the question is, what cereal? Because this man balled out on Sunday. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns, that's balling out. But he was eating a bowl of cereal. I need to know what cereal it was. Must have been Wheaties or something. Like what? So speaking on that, about him eating a bowl of cereal, I put my own list together, being the person that I am, of the top 5 cereals in the game. I want to know you guys' top 5 cereals down below in the comments. Give me your top 5 cereals. Give me your top 5 cereals in the comments. I will be dropping mine. But like I said, Cam Newton said this time last week, aka last Sunday, he was just a regular dude eating cereal. So I wonder what kind of cereal, because he balled out 2 touchdowns. What are the top 5 cereals? I got my 5. You want to hear it? Here it go. Number 5. Number 5 is Cookie Crisp. Now, Cookie Crisp they're very tough candy. They will scratch your gums. When they're soggy, they are pretty good. Not super soggy. There's a thin line. But Cookie Crisp are a very good cereal because it's like candy. It's like a snack with milk, cookies and milk. Who don't like cookies and milk? Cookie Crisp is a top five cereal. A lot of sugar, but it's cereal we're talking about. I'm not going to care. That's number 5. Number 4. This is a throwback. You guys may not remember this. You may not remember this, but Frosted Cheerios. The number 4 of my top 5 is Frosted Cheerios. Now, Cheerios obviously is a classic. It's a classic. But Frosted Cheerios, it had a run. Cheerios were good. You got to add some sugar, whatever. The milk gonna be super. Frosted Cheerios are like Frosted Flakes on Cheerios. That's like exactly what it is. Frosted Cheerios are they're top flight, and I love Honey Nut Cheerios too. But Frosted Cheerios had a good run. They're not here anymore, but they're gone but not forgotten. My number 3 of my top 5 favorite cereal. Now, this is going to be a controversial one. Very controversial. Number 3, I'm going with Raisin Bran. I'm going with Raisin Bran. Yes. Raisin Bran is a top 3 cereal. Now, there's honey baked into some of those flakes. It comes with clusters. This is the only time I will eat raisins. This is the only time I eat raisins. This cereal is so good, it makes me want to eat raisins. You got to be top 3 if you that good, because raisins are not good. They're not. But when you put that thing in some Raisin Bran, I don't know. It may be them oat clusters, that honey on them crisp flakes. Them flakes is crunchy. And this is something that's good. It don't have to be soggy. That's the thing about Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran ain't got to be soggy. But it's good when it is. But if something gonna make me eat raisins, that's when you know you're top 5. Top 3 on my list. Number 2 cereal on my list. The number 2 cereal on my list is Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs are they are delicious. They top two and they are two. That's how good Cocoa Puffs are. Top two and they are two. The bonus about Cocoa Puffs is as good as they are, and it's all that. It's not too chocolatey. Sometimes chocolate can be too rich. Cocoa Puffs ain't like that. And then you get the milk left over. Some people pour their milk out, but if you eat Cocoa Puffs, you get the 2-for-1. They're gonna leave you with a bowl of chocolate milk just to wash the Cocoa Puffs down with. That's for free. You ain't got to pay for that chocolate milk. You ain't got to pay for that chocolate milk from Cocoa Puffs that's leaving behind. That's some of the best. That's some of the best milk you're gonna drink. Cocoa Puff chocolate milk. Somebody need to put that in a bottle. Actually, now that I think about it, just put some Cocoa Puffs in some milk and leave it in the fridge. Sit it, dump the Cocoa Puffs, and just bottle up the milk and sell it. Because it ain't chocolate milk, but it's chocolate milk. At number one cereal. This is not a hot take. Many people agree. If you disagree, you're probably wrong. I don't know what else to tell you. But the number one cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is, oh my goodness. I wish real French toast tasted like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people don't really love like watermelon, but they like watermelon flavor, but because they're two different flavors. That's kind of how it is. It's supposed to be French toast, but it ain't. But it's good. Like it's you can eat it. It needs to be a little bit. It doesn't even have to be like super soggy. You just need to put milk on it. Literally, if you cover it in milk one time, dunk it in milk, cover everything in milk, you good. But these things, I want to talk about leftover milk. Big ups to Cocoa Puffs, but that cinnamon sugar milk leftover after Cinnamon Toast Crunch, that thing is godlike. That stuff is goated. Goated. That cinnamon sugar milk is goated. But like, it's literally French toast in a bowl with milk. You can eat it. It's good. Dry. It's great with milk. The leftover milk is another bonus. Like, I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, I have coffee creamer. When I drink my coffee when I work here at home, I use Cinnamon Toast Crunch creamer. It's so good. It's so good. Now, honorable mention, somebody mentioned it. Berry Berry Kicks. Or Berry Berry, whatever you call it. I just call it Berry Berry. I don't think it's two berries, but whatever. Berry Berry Kicks is great quality cereal. Now, regular Kicks are disgusting. But Berry Berry Kicks are great. What are some other bad cereals? Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks is horrible. Apple Jacks is horrible cereal. Great marketing, horrible cereal. Tricks, they're decent. But I'll take Berry Berry Kicks over Tricks. Captain Crunch, overrated. Captain Crunch is just the Chipotle of cereals. It gets a lot of hype, but it's overrated. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's a hot take because a lot of people like Captain Crunch, but it is a Chipotle. It is the Chipotle of cereals. What are some other bad ones? Regular Cheerios are pretty bad. Frosted Mini Wheats, those are bad. There's a lot of bad cereal out here. There's a niche for it, I guess. There's a lot of bad cereal. Corey said he like Crave by Special K. Special K got some bangers. Special K dude got some bangers. I can't even cap. That berry yogurt. Lucas said he in Germany. They call them Cinny Minis. But he still love them all the same. Choppy 71, what up, though? Adrian Carson, what up, though? He said he like regular kicks. Now, tricks are trash. Tricks are trash. Whole wheat Cheerios. They make those? See, I like Lucky Charms, but despise the marshmallows. Frosted Flakes on top. Ugh. They get soggy cornflakes and Frosted Flakes. I do eat them with sliced up fruit in there, like bananas. I put banana slices in there. Hey, Retro said Honey Nut Cheerios #1 on God. Fruit Loops will destroy your gums. I would never do that to the roof of my mouth. They gonna disrespect the whole roof of your mouth, Fruity Loops. And they nasty when they soggy. But I'm wondering what cereal. I'm really wondering what cereal. That's my top 5 list, by the way. But I'm really wondering what cereal Cam was eating on. What cereal was Cam eating on for him to come out and score 2 touchdowns? He said a week ago he was eating cereal. I need the recipe, Cam. Holla at your boy. I've been a fan for a minute. What kind of cereal you on? I'm trying to score 2 touchdowns or something like that on a Sunday. Chocolate Cheerios. Never heard of them. Cocoa Crisp. If I'm going with what is Cocoa Crisp? That's the one, the vampire. Alex over Cam was eating vegan cereal with almond milk. So he was eating avocado cereal. He said Cam was eating fruit rings. What cereal was my man eating with almond milk or oat milk? Cocoa Crispy? Is that the one with the vampire or is that the one with the bird? It's Cocoa Crisp. Not the person, the cereal. Oh, Cocoa Crisp is Rice Krispies, chocolate Rice Krispies. So this is like Cocoa Pebbles. So it's just Cocoa Pebbles, pretty much. Fruity Pebbles nasty too. Oh my God, Fruity Pebbles is it. I do not like crummy cereal, dog. Like I don't want cereal that's a bunch of crumbs. Nobody like the crumbs of the cereal box. Why would I want to eat Fruity Pebbles? Why? Because there's always an inherent amount of like crunched up small pieces of cereal in every box. But when the flakes are that small and you have Fruity Pebbles, you're eating dust and milk. You're eating dust and milk. Golden Crisp is the one with the bear. Let me get my top 5 again. Run it back. Some of y'all got in late. Number 5, cereal Cookie Crisp. Because I love cookies and milk. It's cookies and milk all in one. I love that. Number 4, Frosted Cheerios. Frosted Cheerios, they're not around anymore. They had a great run. They have all the sugar you need that you have to add to Honey Nut Cheerios already baked on them. So now you got to sprinkle a little bit. I like my cereal sweet. But Frosted Cheerios was a banger. R.I.P. to Frosted Cheerios. They had the blue box and everything. It was kind of dope. Number 3 was Raisin Bran. It was a hot take. Raisin Bran. People don't like raisins. I don't like raisins either. But this is the only time. If a cereal is good enough to make me eat raisins, it's top 3. It's top 3. The oat clusters that come with it, the raisins obviously are decent. It's a decent fruit when you have that stuff with it. The honey that's on the flakes. Raisin Bran is top flight. Now, that's a special type. Raisin Bran or oatmeal crisp, those two. But I got to get back on my cereal game. I'm getting a box of cereal tomorrow. I'm getting a box of cereal tomorrow. But my number two, top two and not one cereal is Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs. First of all, they're a puff, so they're easy. They're easy to chew. They don't stay. They don't get soggy fast, and they leave you with that chocolate milk. You get a 2-for-1 for them. Like I said, that milk is so good. Somebody needs to bottle it up. Just let it soak. Just let that stuff soak in milk, and then bottle the milk up. Throw away the Cocoa Puffs and bottle the milk. I'll drink it. I don't even like regular chocolate milk like that, but I love Cocoa Puffs milk. Whenever a cereal got me acting out of character, that's when I know it's good. But when we talk about milk, I got to go to my number one. My number one is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with somebody else who cares, because I'm not arguing over this. I'm not. You want to talk about leftover milk, the sweetest milk you'll ever know. You want to talk about milk, the land of milk and honey? That's literally what it tastes like. It tastes like milk and honey. You can eat it dry. It doesn't need to be soggy. You can eat it with just nice, cool bowl of milk with it. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is top tier. Like I said, honorable mention, the Berry Berry Kicks. Or Very Berry Kicks, whatever. Fruit Loops can go get out of here because they scratch up my gums. And Apple Jacks, like I said, this is a Chipotle of cereals. It's overrated. A lot of people like it, but it's overrated. There's plenty of cereals that are better, just like Chipotle. I would take Willie's and Moe's over them. But that's all I got to say. Somebody said, real men eat cereal with ice. I couldn't do that. I used to hate when my milk in school was frosted when frozen. Richard says Cinnamon Toast Crunch is goated. Roy said Fruit Loops. Who is Boo Berry? What is Boo Berry? Is his name brand? Y'all eating name brand cereal? What is Boo Berry? See, I can't rock with the marshmallows, bro. Maybe I could do Count Chocula, but I'm not doing that. I like, yeah, Lucky Charms, nasty. The marshmallows be crunchy, even when you add milk, crunchy. But we gotta find out what cereal Cam was eating. We gotta get it, man. We gotta get it. Maybe we'll be Superman someday. Maybe we be. Fruity Pebbles are nasty, like I said. I don't eat marshmallow cereal, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with where I'm from. I don't eat that stuff. Marshmallow cereal is nasty. It just gets stuck in your teeth. Not even the middle of your teeth, like the bottom of your teeth. You asking for needing a filling, asking for a cavity. See, dog, what up, though? You late, man. But yeah, man. Like I said beforehand, we started. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. If you're our first time watching, I'm Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Blunt Sports Talk, recap and analysis of the NFL. This is the channel where I may not tell you what you want to hear. I got to tell you what you need to hear, man, whether you like it or not. So subscribe if you have not covered the NFL and the Carolina Panthers. I'm dropping videos and content on across my platforms on every day that ends with a Y. Every day that ends with a Y, I'm putting content out. whether it's TikTok, Twitter, where you can find me at Dunk on Demand and UB Sports Talk on TikTok. Find me everywhere. I'm dropping content like crazy. Go check out the video I did on Shaq. I dropped the video on Shaq today, a film breakdown. It's it's very extended. It's a lot of plays. Okay? But I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Merchandise is coming to be sold. Stay tuned for the big announcement as the holidays approach. Merchandise will be launching. Stay tuned for the announcement. Closing in on 5,000 subscribers, doing a gift card to the NFL shop when we get to 5,000. Make that push. Tell your friend, tell a friend, tell your other Panthers fans that you know to subscribe to the channel. Don't just tell anybody to subscribe, because they're not going to watch. But we shall see. Corey said Kamsi and Kashi. So there's no milk when I poured a bowl of cereal. I'll just sit there for 5 minutes, shed a tear, then box it back up and lay down. I'm throwing that cereal away. As soon as that cereal hit oxygen in the bowl and you ain't got no milk, it's soiled. I'm just playing. I ain't that wasteful. But I got to get up out of here, man. Like I said, it's date night. I got to get up out of here. Panthers versus football team content coming tomorrow, probably. Follow me on Twitter to get film breakdown clips. Excuse me, I said Crips. Excuse me. Follow Dunk on Demand on Twitter. It's my Twitter. Follow me on Instagram too. On IG follow TikTok at UB Sports. All right. So, man, we got to get up out of here. I'm out of here like last year, yo. More videos coming. Make sure you check them out. Go check out the latest video. RIP to Young Dolph. Dang, man. Lost a real one, man. But we out of here, man. I'll holler at y'all. See y'all next time. Peace.